One thing to be said, Viking have a very squishy lineup outside of the DK. Very susceptible to getting jumped and immediately blown up by, you know, Storm Spirit, Pango, Wave, Morphling, all with these gap close abilities, you know, Waveform, Swashbuckle with the ball lining. If Flytomoon can keep the vision advantage once they get out of the laning stage and they find pick-off after pick-off, the snowball could come quite easily for them.
It could. Also, I'm wondering if they want to run a tri-lane, or at least start with a tri-lane with Luna. You have Dragonite as your mid laner, and you have Bounty, who can be like self-sustainable to one point, but then you need to bring help to him. So if you just run aggressive tri-lane on the bottom with Viking GG, leave Bounty against the Pango on top, he's gonna have a 1 versus 1 melee matchup where he shines.
In strength is
and then just try to force them to either make a rotation or, you know, swap the lanes, and then you can swap accordingly.
See what they get up to. General Aloha Dance. Pango and Rubik heading up towards top. Mid lane, Iceberg of course on the Storm are going to be facing off against Boom's Dragon Knight. B-Tune Morphling down south with Always Wanna Fly on the Undying. Tri-lane, here we go. Viking, Shadow Demon, Grimstroke, and Bounty Hunter. Probably just looking for, you know, a quick kill on someone. Counter up the bounty runes. Shad's Luna's been left all alone up top.
Iceberg writing something in chat. Not sure what it is. They don't have any Russian players, right, on Viking?
I don't think so. I think he's asking, don't bully me.
Well, oh, Gary, when did you start speaking Russian all of a sudden?
30 seconds
I'm just making it up. Don't bully me. Yeah, honestly, the amount of times we've seen, especially Storm Spirit, you know, when we were watching the Chinese region maybe getting killed like 3 times in laning stage, but also a player like Iceberg who can pop off in these games and look very dominant. If he gets bullied and if he gets ganked over and over again and gets shut down on this Storm Spirit, like Grimstroke with DK could quite easily just like rotate in here with the help of a Shadow Demon and kill the Storm over and over again. I think Storm's a little bit afraid coming over these hills.
Dragonite against Storm Spirit on the mid lane. Storm should have an upper hand in this matchup. Especially during the early levels, you harass him so much, but then like once Dragonite hits level 3, level 5, he gets ton of regen underneath the tower, extra armor, extra regen on top of that. Like, he doesn't really threaten a kill on Storm Spirit unless someone makes a rotation pre-level 6.
We're waiting. General needs a bit of time. Pango for General. He's been playing a lot of this and very solid on it. Pango Rubik top lane kind of reminds me of the Omni Rubik lanes we used to see, but with more like aggressive potential, right? You're able to jump and catch people much better. You got a lot more damage output.
Well, for some reason, you really love that lane. Like, where did you get it from? China? China, right?
Rubik Omni.
That was a very popular opener for quite some time.
Angolier, of course, giving you much better team fight as the game progresses. How Morphling's going to be doing down bottom lane? Aramis hasn't leveled anything up just yet. And Morphling does have a stick. Shadow Poison spam could be mitigated quite nicely. June already setting himself up for double Wraith Band, Magic Wand and Morbid Mask.
I'm wondering why Bounty decided to go for Magic Stick. If you want to lane against Morphling, you're not going to get any charges from the Morph early on.
Undying?
I guess it's just Undying, yeah.
Did anybody else? Grim and Shadow Demon no sticks. Boom does have one on the DK. Of course, Storm going to be spamming out those remnants. A nice stick pickup for Dragon Knight early on. Luna hasn't queued up her Helm of the Dominator, Lacoste. Very sad.
Lost in
It's
the
gonna be
woods.
it,
Scrap
100%.
that idea.
General still missing in action. What kind of general is that? Leaving your troops to fight without you?
An American general to me. Send the troops in, leave them alone.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
I was always wondering when I was like watching movies what kind of a general slash king I would be. Like, would I be with my troops, or would I be like, man, I don't need to do this. I can do whatever I want, you know?
Yeah, would you be riding the horse at the front, leading the charge, or would you be sitting behind like Xerxes or something, right? Sitting on the big golden throne, being carried by all your people. Did you come to a conclusion? Which one? Would
No,
you be?
I still can't decide. I don't know. It's one of the toughest questions for me.
It's like you'd like to think that you would be, you know, that brave,
Blessings
brash
upon a
commander leading the
loyal
charge,
warrior.
but you know that the comfort, the power, the ability to
Isn't
stay
that
alive is
More
very
important,
easy.
yeah. I mean, I could just make
Isn't
stuff
that
up if someone is making any kind of a contradiction to you, not agreeing with whatever you say. Like, he's just gone. Well, maybe I should not be a king. He can't load in game.
Good. Deck. Oh, there he
He's
is.
in. Fake news.
Figured it out in the end.
So yeah, I also think that I would be like more of an archer type if I was fighting during medieval times instead of being a knight.
So you wouldn't be a wizard?
I wouldn't be a wizard. I would be an archer. Just maybe I'm a coward, Gary. I don't know. Like I would fight with my troops. I would be an archer hiding, and I never thought I would be an aggressive archer. Like I'm always in the fort, shooting arrows from high ground, and they can't reach me.
Through, you know, in the little holes in the castle, the little arrow, the bow slits.
The battle
Poke your little
begins.
arrow out. Right, here we go. We're finally back in. We can stop talking about Lacoste's military heritage, where he would be in the medieval times.
Scratch that
The
idea.
General, he's back in, and he's rolling around, spamming that taunt. Where's the low high dance going? Scouting out. He's got an observer ward behind tier 1. Dowd and Celery going to be pairing up top, so looks like Luna, the Grimstroke. Up here in a 2 versus 2. Bottom lane will be the Shadow Demon and Bounty Hunter, as always want to fly Undying swings down south to help out this Morphling. Decay versus Poison.
What do you think? Who wins in the end? 3 stacks?
Poison.
Well, yeah,
wins.
poison is much stronger. And he's using it from Fog. So magic stick on Morphling, only 3 charges, even though he used it like 17 times already.
Very good. General taking quite a bit of damage up top lane. Celery and Chad really putting the pressure on, but it's all because of the low high dance dragging that wave back. Cure himself. Level 2, a little bit of extra gold. Storm Spirit doing very well mid lane. Iceberg 8 and 1. Boom. Keeping tabs on him, close. Very well to gather up all this little CS under tower as well.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Dragon Knight's actually going to shove this wave all the way under Iceberg's tower himself. And boom, bit of a weird decision there. Do I go under? Do I fall back? He's just back. Regroup with the rest of his little creepies.
How do you make Undying fun as a hero? Like, he's having fun. Gonna use the keys, couple of right clicks. But I feel the hero needs some kind of rework where he can scale. Like we've seen before, where he had the GPM talent. I believe he also had the XP talent at one point, and then you get the level 15. And then he had, what, Tombstone on that, which was pretty OP.
Yeah, it was pretty nuts. Yeah, I feels bad, all those heroes that wanted XP talents, all gone. Well, that's 3 stacks of poison on V2, 4 stick charges, 4 stacks of
Just what
poison now.
I've been waiting for.
It's got to be very careful, sitting at 260 HP. Still level 1 Aramis, looking for the final one, but dodged away. V2 pop the stick now. Always want to fly. It looks like he's in a little bit of danger here, getting more damage over time. There's another shuriken ready up for Toby now. A bounty hunter, Shadow Demon, really laying it on thick, putting the pressure on. I think the Undying is going to pop here as well. Vanish up from Aramis, he's got another poison stack. It might be very quiet, but turn with the stick charges.
Hello,
So give themselves
I'm
first
Gabe
blood, but
Moore.
release the
You've
Shadow
just
Demon
achieved
and
first
trade
blood.
to V2.
Thanks and have fun.
I think he's fine with that trade. You have no mana, no HP, there's no point of going back, otherwise you would just suicide to the neutral creeps. And you get the Morphling kill, solo XP for him as well.
Now you can bring him out some more regen if he needs it. Quick little salve up for Morphling. Does give Toby a bit of free farm time.
Yes.
Looking pretty good so far for Flytomoon. Iceberg 24 and 4, so definitely leading the charge there, but no real kill threat on the Dragon Knight. Boom, of course, very, very sustainable in that lane with the wand. This top lane Celery gonna get dragged back into the creep wave here, trying to get out. Swashbuckle very well placed by General. Forces a change in path from the Grimstroke, and they do take him down.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Bounty Hunter going for Earn very, very early on. First item. Straight out there with the wand, wind blades now into Earn. Always on a fly, he's about to die. Oh, okay, never mind. Stick charges and soul with plenty of sustain, but now he doesn't have it for V2's Morphling. They're trying to go in with a bit of extra damage. Toby closing in on a kill on Morph.
Oh,
So
fly.
just a lane against man.
Yeah, I mean, he's securing Morph's farm, that's what matters. And Morph not afraid to use magic wand charges early on, like right now he's keeping it at 0. What is he bringing? Some extra regen, flask, healing salve on top of Raid Band. Like, he does not want to go back ever.
Stupendous!
Bounty room for Iceberg to refill that bottle. Get Aramis grab one, and there's one a little bit deeper there, so it should be the 2 for 2. Pop back to get it, but currently he's being chased around by a little range creep, holding the catapult wave a little closer to his own tier 1 here, so it'll force Morphling to play up the lane. Much more forward position. Mid lane is pretty boring, right?
That is.
Both heroes farming.
No one's gonna grab a kill. Dragon Knight still saving a point in case he needs a Dragon Tail stun, and he gets it now. Very low on mana.
We're so close. Always on a fly, very nearly had the kill on Toby, but the last decay. Not enough damage, and now they're turning on the V2. Toby's back in after salving up the way form over. Aramis. Oh, again! Very tight, nearly had the pick up on the Morph. Gets himself up to strength and a storm rotation coming in. Blooded 6, zips forward, looking for Aramis. He's not going to push
Radiant's
engine
middle
here.
tower
Now
is
he
under
will,
attack.
but banished. Does
Dire
disruption,
structures
Iceberg,
are fortified.
no remnant. He's got Arcane Rune going, so the Vortex arriving. He's going to need 2 more clicks? No. Bitchin's waveform does the trick.
I don't think it's worth it. Like, you leave Dragon Knight, get a kill in position 4, Shadow Demon, but
Radiant's
Dragon Knight's
middle
putting
tower
some
is under
pressure
attack.
on the mid tower. Like, you
Rubik
need to,
coming in.
yeah, you needed to swap Rubik a bit earlier, I would say, so that he can
this whole mess
use
is
the
all
Fade
your
Bolt
fault?
on a creep wave. Not push.
The Dragon Foam does end. Boom. Good 700 damage or so onto that tower. And then the one lane we haven't really looked at too much, top lane Shad, is going into the Helm of the Dominator. General having a real rough time now against Celery and Shad. Lucent Beams up to level 3 now, really shredding through Pango's HP pool. A bit of bottle regen to fill him up a little bit. But he might just die here. Swashbuckle will be forced. He's got, never mind, he's got 10-1 charges. What am I saying? But it's a long
It's
walk
still
back to
very
base,
early,
and then
Gary.
where?
When did you go to bed last night?
Too late. Playing Dungeons &
Radiant's
Dragons
top
with
tower
Ghost.
is under attack.
With Jenkins?
Radiant structures
Yeah.
are fortified.
Yeah. Then I forgive you.
Well worth it. Celery. Iceberg.
Revenants of my
But I think
people.
the chase is on. Iceberg is level 7. You're going to keep running this Luna down. General
Radiant's
has a
top
swashbuckle.
tower is under attack.
Slow from the overload, another ball. Lightning's hooked as one. Shad still up and running, but
Blow the man down!
Iceberg, this rotation well worth the TP.
He was in the jungle farming, then went back and TP top once again with Storm Spirit. So Storm very active early on. It also gives Rubik free time on the mid lane. Like he's defending against Dragonite. Double damage Dragonite.
Now there's an Undying here. Spamming that decay. Bottom lane. Orpling gets away again from this SD bounty. Boom. Stuns up Aloha Dance. Fade Bolt, Telekinesis there, and Rubik is out safely, ever so barely. Flytomoon right now, laning stage has gone exceptionally well for them. And I feel like the Storm and Morphling are going to be scaling very nicely, but in the back of your mind, Lacoste, do you feel like the timing from Viking when Luna DK are ready to go, is it going to be potent enough?
I thought they're gonna do much better in the laning stage. Flytomoon, with this aggressive moves from the Storm Spirit, is doing so much. Like they're stopping
Radiant's middle
the
tower is
snowball
under
potential. And Viking GG. I mean, their lineup is good at every stage of the game. Don't get me wrong. It's not like they're gonna hit the peak 20 minutes in and then everything just goes downhill. It's not. Like you're always
Dire's
gonna have a
bottom
late
tower
game with
is under
Luna,
attack.
Dragonite, and Shadow Demon, but they want to keep fighting. Once they get like one item on Luna, Helm of the Dom, one item on Dragonite, you want to be forcing
Dire's
fights
middle
with
tower is under attack.
Right now. Big four-man track kill onto the Undying. Grab out the bounty runes on your way through as well. Iceberg.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Bit of pressure onto the tier 1 and a regen rune spawns for him top.
Denied!
That's what you like to see in the Storm Spirit. He's gonna get stunned up here. Boom, thinking about going for the rune, but the long ball lightning will allow Iceberg just to take it.
Oh, Ocean Heart for Morphling. Perfect. He is the water.
So does it work all the time then?
It should.
He is the river. Where are we heading with Vikings? Smoking up with
Dire's
the
top
Dragon
tower
Knight.
is under
They're
attack.
trying to really set the tempo of this game
Regeneration.
now. Get a DK Elder Dragon form in towards this tier 1 bottom lane with the catapult wave. Get that first objective. Luna is back farming jungle and they are going deep here looking for the Morphling with the track up on him. They can see that he's retreated far
Dire's
enough
top
away
tower
that they
is under
cannot
attack.
get a kill before the objective.
General will take the tower on the top lane. I know General is very greedy in terms of like getting the items.
Radiant's bottom tower
He's
is
not
under
just
attack.
gonna keep the javelin, but he's gonna turn that
Dire's top tower
into
has
Maelstrom
fallen.
before tanking up.
I'm over here!
Shadow
Dire's
Demon trying to disrupt the
structures
Storm
are
Spirit
fortified.
now. Iceberg gonna walk it off with the Phantom Embrace on his silence, but he can get out with the Inksword with a quick ball lightning if he needs to. The Soul Rip's there and the heal's good. As the Rolling Thunder connects on the
Killing
Celery,
spree.
Grimstroke down and
Hello,
out.
this is Gabe's killing spree. Thanks for playing Dota 2. Double kill.
3-0. Luna not involved, still farming jungle. Shad has just finished off Helm.
Radiant's
Like
bottom
Viking
tower
maybe
is
just a
under
step
attack.
ahead of where he needs to be because Dragonite's picked off by General Aloha as well.
Oh, Flytomoon playing very well. After the laning stage, few rotations, they're defending their own tier 1 tower while they killed it on the top lane. I'm a bit worried because Undying, like he does a lot of amount of healing, and if what does Rubik have? Lucent Beam? So that's another extra second of stun. millisecond. It's actually 0.8 second. I thought it's way less. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's almost 1 second, right? I feel like it used to be different, but I don't know. I thought it was scaled from like 0.4 or something. But 0.8 at all levels here on that Lucid Beam. Very nice little table. Tier 1 tower bottom still up. Flytomoon undone. He's going to come in and
Radiant's
scout
bottom
out the
tower
bounty
is
hunter.
under attack.
FTM's trying to force a fight around this bottom zone. Tombstone's down, trying to focus the bounty hunter, but the Rubik's about to fall as Viking do take down Aloha Dance. Find the Tombstone for that bonus gold. 125 into the pockets of Shad.
We still have not seen Luna using Eclipse. And this should be a free tower.
Radiant's
There's no way
bottom
Flytomoon
tower is
defends
under
this.
attack.
Some
Radiant
extra gold
structures are
for Luna.
fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But while this is all happening, you know, Storm's pushing mid. Morphling has had
Dire's
he's got
top tower
1,500
is
gold
under
saved
attack.
up. Net worth 5,500 on him and Storm Spirit, so really starting to build a lead on these two big core heroes for FTM.
Dire's top tower is under
Aloha Dance
attack.
stealing out Breathe Fire.
Oof, I love this. Breathe Fire on top of Fade Bolt. Good luck dealing damage. It's going to be extremely effective against Shadow Demon and Luna's.
Man, he said it's a free game for Storm.
Radiant's bottom tower
He
is
sees a
under
hero and he
attack.
jumps them. General, stunned up by Boom, just walks it off as he grabs that arcane rune and fills his bottle back up. Viking committing so many heroes down to bot, looking towards that mid-tier 1 that they really desperately want to claim, but Dragon Form now ends. Morphling is TP's bottom lane. He's got plenty of jungle to farm once he's cleared out this wave. Farm out the Ancients, get that acceleration going. Mid-tier 1's easy. Flytomoon.
Dire's middle
Storm
tower
has the
has
entire
fallen.
map to play from, right? You were mentioning when he was farming jungle, kind of sneakily hiding in the fog, playing from darkness and appearing wherever he wants to. Now he's got every jungle camp available for him, and they're just like, okay, we're gonna put General top, we'll push out the lane there, get Aloha Dance a little closer to Ether Lens. I don't think FTM are in a rush at all.
They're not. They can be farming the items, but Bangalore just
For
picked
my
up
coffers.
Arcane Rune. So you want to take a fight with that one. Dragonite just finished off his Blink Dagger. So I could also see Viking going for a smoke. Bottom lane pushed in. Same goes for the top one.
Reservoir.
There is a smoke on Grimstroke, and here it comes.
Looking into the Pango though. Do they want to come here, where the Storm is?
Dire are
They're
scanning.
going the long way. They're still trying to hunt down General's Pangolier. He's gonna die though. General swashbuckles into the creep wave. They disrupt the Grimstroke for the Rolling Thunder. General looking to connect. I think Celery's just dead to rights.
Dominating, I guess.
So the smoke, the active move from Viking, actually nets them a loss.
I mean, if you want to feed, you don't need a smoke. You can just go. Rest of the team who is smoke is also not farming. It's hard for them to like execute a gank if they don't have the better vision. They need either a track or they need a good observer where Dragonite blanks in and just stuns the target.
Morphling's gonna have E-Blade in like the next 2 minutes, by the way. He's got himself the Eagle Song very
Dire's
quickly
top
working into
tower
Ghost
is
Scepter
under
now.
attack.
Oh, Toby. They know where the Batman is. Yeah, he's just obliterated. General's Rolling Thunder connected multiple times. Now the lift back in. The disruption from RMS. We've got Tombstone dropped on the high ground now. They can't focus it down. They've got the Soul Bind on the 2 to the
You
side.
can't fight with the Tombstone.
Looking for the stun with the Eclipse flying out. The Morphling arriving but getting no kills. Turns into Shadow Demon. Disrupts up the Luna. So the
Mega kill.
illusions of Shad. The beams are bouncing. The gleams are jumping. And General's focusing down the Luna.
Dominating, killing a guy.
Shad gone.
Oh no. Mega kill. Double kill. They're unstoppable. Double kill.
And Viking are wiped on the face of the map.
Surprised they didn't back off
Dire's
immediately
middle
after
tower
they
is under
saw
attack.
a Tombstone on the
Dire's
high ground.
structures are fortified.
That's why I said you can't take this fight.
As the team on the timer here, Viking 6k net worth behind against a Morphling Storm.
Dire's
Ooh,
middle
it's
tower
got 2
is under
minutes
attack.
for that E-Blade for Morphling. He's pretty much got it done. 1 minute later.
Huge wave on the bottom.
Massive amount of farm for him.
And both of the cores are not going for BKB at all, right? Dragonite is. He definitely needs it to stand the ground and just keep attacking the target. The problem is this Ethereal Blade on Morphling is gonna be good at every stage of the game. Like Luna gets a BKB, it drops, you take a fight, if Morphling doesn't die, he's just gonna one-shot you after your BKB is gone.
You're so reliant now, as Viking, get this Dragonite into the fights. Like, he's how you start fights. Disruption you want to use defensively. Inkswell, Blink, Dragontail is how you really want to get in on top of a target. Follow through with
Dire's
the bounty onto
top
the
tower
Grimstroke
is under
combos.
attack.
But here comes FTM, smoking up themselves.
They're unstoppable. Own it.
Sorry, walking straight into nobody. He doesn't exist.
A dominating performer.
Hanging on to
Oh,
the
no.
Grimstroke. Very quickly dispatching with both supports. They've got such good long-range reach here.
Look at the effective HP on Storm Spirit, Gary. Essence Ring, and he uses Bloodstone to heal him up. He's also getting some free charges with those 2 kills.
Unkillable. 4-0-7 on Iceberg Storm now.
Dire's middle
V2.
tower is under attack.
I feel like maybe should go
Radiant
top
are
for
scanning.
tier 2. Think about Roshan in the next couple of minutes. It looks like they've made the decision to connect in with the other 3 heroes, going from mid down towards bottom lane. But man, this is a real rough one for Viking now to make moves happen. Bounty Hunter in a difficult spot. Not really a teamfight hero, very much, a snowball scouting hero. Look for the opportunities. Over here! Sentry, and immediately... Oh my god, they're so blind in with that damage from Shan. They've blown up Storm Spirit, no sustained kill damage.
That was unreal.
Kills off the Luna, and in goes V2's General with that Maelstrom damage, shredding through that Grimstroke as well. I was not expecting that damage that quickly, holy shit.
Yeah, he
Amazing
popped
what
the
you
Bloodstone,
find
didn't
laying
use the
around.
Essence Ring. Like, immediately queues up a BKB. Like, I know that they have no damage, but goes one BKB besides the Purge, which you don't really care
Precious
too
bump.
much about if you have enough mana. Aloha Dance, can they get this kill? Haste? Ice Frog says no.
30 seconds after I said Storm's unkillable, he dies, by the way. I'm just gonna keep my big mouth shut.
That's just because we were always good.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Now there goes Iceberg, he walks Dragonite down to half HP, Lucent Beams from the Rubik being spammed out. Aloha now with a lift up, drag back, he's dropping low, now missiles on top.
My favorite kill is the monster. Godlike. Double kill.
One by one they go.
It happened again. More than 2 kills, but less than 4 kills. That was unreal.
Slaying them.
Maybe tell the next time.
General, he's unkillable. Let's curse him to have a more balanced game. 7-0 and 11. Like, they have ways of dealing with these illusions, even though illusions are not that strong at the moment. Luna needs to finish off her Manta style, and straight into Roche Pit they go.
Dire's
Morphling,
middle tower
Nether
is under
Shawl
attack.
to mitigate some magical damage and also extra spell damage on his Ethereal Blade, which is pretty nice.
That is real powerful.
Roshan has fallen to the ring.
is mine.
Close to Blink. Dying. Has braces, that's all you need. We've already seen Pango, Storm, and Morphling, all their item progression, very, very nice. Boom, slowly working into that BKB. He's getting there, but
Over here now.
a long, long, long journey. Luna, yes, going for Manta style after this Helm of the Dominator. You've gone past this peak. You're starting to plateau here as Viking. It feels a little until you get that next round of items, and you're still stuck trying to get into round 1. Big arrow drawn there by the Undying. Morphling, go, kill.
Dire's top
Fountain
tower is under
CIS, let's
attack.
go. The biggest threat.
Dive, dive, dive. And Pango has full Greaves.
I think they feel right now
Dire's
how
top tower has
strong
fallen.
they are, and they want to take a fight no matter what.
Trying to force it somewhere. Bounty, Shadow Demon, a bot. So the 3 heroes around this dire side farming triangle, very isolated. They do get found out, but they've managed to deward the area
Dire's
pretty
middle
nicely.
tower is under
Breaking
attack.
with
Dire's structures
spread.
are fortified.
that tier 1 bottom lane, and of course, up near Roshan on the left-hand side.
Dire's middle tower
damage.
is under
On the high
attack.
ground, that's a long zip. High ground here. Straight south now, an ice break is about to fall.
Dire's middle tower is
Oh
under
no.
attack.
To zone out.
There they go. Double kill.
I'm over here.
It happened again.
Dire's bottom tower
Ultra
is under
kill.
attack.
There they go. Rampage. I almost got that in my last bot.